Who is the most devious man you know? I thought dating a minor was crazy enough. But what Steve did next was truly remarkable. When I was in my early 20s, I had a casual friend named Steve. Steve was 21 years old and had been in a relationship with a 17-year-old high school student for 2 years. She lived with her mom, dad, and her older brother. I'd met them and hung out over at their house a few times. I kind of knew them, and they were nice people. Steve used to be at her house almost every night. He, his girlfriend, and her parents would hang out downstairs and watch TV for the evening. Then usually the folks would go upstairs to bed, and Steve and his girlfriend would hang out a while longer and usually get intimate in the bathroom or on the living room floor. Pretty regular stuff for a couple of their age. Her dad worked as a transportation coordinator for a large company, which meant he spent a lot of time on the road. When he was at home, he didn't go to the office too often and usually worked from home. Sometimes, Steve's girlfriend would be tired and go to bed shortly after her mom, leaving her dad working at his computer on a small desk in the dining room, while Steve hung out on the couch watching TV. Steve was into computers, so he and his girlfriend's dad would look at new games and stuff on whatever the latest and greatest machine his work had given him. One night Steve's down on the floor plugging something into the power strip, and when he comes up on his knees he can tell that his girlfriend's dad has a massive hard-on. The dad pulls his sweats down and asks if he likes that. Most of us bail at this point, right? Nope. Steve starts slurping the dad, finishes the job, and goes home. This becomes kind of a regular thing every month or so. He stays past his girlfriend and her mom going to bed, and he slurps on his dad. He and his girlfriend eventually move in together. One night he's dropping something off to his girlfriend's mom, and the dad's out of town. The mom is in just a housecoat and starts putting the moves on him. He takes her into the downstairs bathroom, bends her over the counter, and gets intimate from the back. They start working this in when they can, when the husband is on the road and he can find a way to come over without the girlfriend. Steve and his girlfriend start hitting some rough patches. One day he's over at the house talking to her brother. Steve was talking to him about what was going on with the problems in the relationship. Somehow, in the course of their talks, they end up making love too. Now at this point, you'd just be going, okay, this is the most insanely messed up family on the planet, because you just know they're all just getting with the daughter's boyfriend. When it all finally blew up, and it did, in a big way, it turned out that the only one that knew about any of the other ones was Steve, the guy who had been intimate with every member of the family. I started touring pretty heavily right around when it blew up, so I never talked to any of them again. When you live to be in your 50s, and you spend a huge amount of those years in a rock band touring the world, you see some pretty crazy stuff. But what Steve did to that family is definitely the craziest story I've ever heard.